Hey everybody, welcome back. So in today's video, I thought I would do something a little bit different, a little bit less scripted, and a lot longer. So what I thought I would do is I would give a world tour of all the different things that I've built in this survival world. Currently, I'm sitting around 900 hours, just a bit underneath that. Obviously, some of it is AFK time, but I would still like to show you all that I've done. I think this world has a lot of stuff in it, and I might not get through all of it, but we can try. So let's start off with this place, which is my mountain outpost. Admittedly, I didn't design this entire thing. I did find a picture online that I thought was pretty cool. And I decided, oh, hey, yeah, I'll build that in my world. So, coming up, let's start from the bottom, actually. You come in through this cave. This is, wasn't here originally. I dug this out, actually. And I put a little water feature. You come through here, and there's this weird room. And the idea here was to have, like, a mirror, right? Like, you walk in here, and an armor stand pops up with my head and everything on it. I never built it, but it would have looked a little something like this. And then you can walk and it would follow you. And it was more of a pipe dream than anything, I think. I don't think I'll ever finish this. Here's another portal to connect to the Nether network. And up here you see it's a crafting table and it's closed. So to open that, you need to come up here and go through the front door. And there's a secret little switch over here. You flip this furnace upright and it'll open it up. Admittedly, I'm not like a redstone god or anything. I'm pretty bad at it, but I'm trying to get better, and little projects like this help me out, help me learn the functionalities of redstone. So you come upstairs, there's this little room, and oh yeah, I'll show you a little balcony out here, another build. Admittedly, this is also from Reddit. I needed a case for my farm, and I thought, oh, that looks really cool. So in here, up here, bedroom, bed. Of course, you can go up even higher. 2 up here. I don't know if I put anything in there. I don't think so. So that's this place. This is the first little spot I built in this world. Let's move on down to here, to this factory that I made. I made this about 3 months ago, I think. So I haven't been here in a while. And this factory has a very special purpose. You can see it is a farm for all of these items. It makes a lot of stuff. And again, this is my own design. I did see people make similar ones, though this one is all me, all in my brain. And that is probably why it is not very good. So we can see here I have an item sorter. All it is, there's a few observers that detect a block growth, and it'll shoot these machines off, and then the minecart chest will collect everything and go put it over there. So I can actually trigger it just to show you. Pretty cool. It's pretty slow. It doesn't happen very often, and it doesn't collect all the items, but that's okay. We like it anyway. And I tried to decorate it a little bit. Admittedly, I gave up and I got bored, which is a thing you will see a lot in this world, where they're like half-finished projects. I like it that way because then I can come back and finish it later. All right, let's move on. So down here is a record like factory, I guess you'd call it. Oh, hey, I've been looking for this. I'm looking for this for a long time. Here is a skeleton. His name is, well, I don't know what his name is, but anyway, he shoots creepers. I stand here, you know the drill. Get all the records. Really fun. And I also have these llamas. I don't know where the guy went, though. The wandering trader went. And now we move on to, actually, let's fly this way. Here's a tree farm that I made, not completely done. Down here, this is from other people. It is a multiplayer server, so this is my friend's stuff. Here's an observatory I built. And down here, I actually built this channel. You come into this room, which is kind of where the main base starts. So if we go to the left here, there's a huge thing that we'll talk about later, but let's start down here because this is where I first started building. I built this little statue, and it does have a secret door to close. So there you go. So you can't get in until you go flip this switch. I usually just leave it open though, because it is kind of annoying. And this is the first base that I built in this area. It is not done, obviously. Over here we have a smelter area, a lot of furnaces, and an auto smelter, which is always running out of juice. Let's see if I have... Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. I've been playing in this world for a long time. I have a collection of dogs. I've been breeding dogs for a while. I'm not too sure why. I just started doing it, and then I didn't stop doing it. Over here is a little bit of storage. Not too much in here left, though. I did take a lot of it out when I moved to the new place, which I will show later. Over here, there was a bedroom, which is now gone. There's an enchanting setup. Obviously, every good base has one. And there was a bee farm here that I moved. Common theme. And a chicken farm that's always overflowing. I don't really use this, to be honest. The feathers were cool for a while, but yeah, there's no use for this for me anymore. And over here is just a way out. Again, unfinished. Maybe if I run out of content ideas, I'll come out here and start rebuilding. But that won't be for a while. So over here, we have the nether portal. This is kind of the way into this whole place. Not super done. I did want to add more nether up here and stuff, but I got sidetracked with some other projects. Over here is a sugarcane farm, a very small one, I should add. But I use it so little that it has time to fill up between uses. There's no real economy on this server, so there's no point in having an overabundance of items, in my opinion, at least right now. Maybe that will change. Over here, again, sheep farm. I will have to replenish the shears. That's why there's no wool being collected right now. The shears are all empty, but it is still functional. So I might do that again when I need more, but I kind of have my fill for now. And this is the main part of the base that I'm working on, which is the Minecraft Museum. So I do post quite regularly about this on Reddit and other places as well. I work on it on Twitch a lot, so some of you viewers who aren't new might know this already. The idea is going to be... oh man, they keep getting in there. The idea is going to be to have every single item and every single mob in the game. So far, I have pretty much all the items, but not a lot of the mobs, being that this place is still under construction. So we can take a little tour. I have started building the enclosures, but obviously it takes a really long time. These are really big, and I've kind of moved on to other projects for now. This is still the main one. I want to have fun and do different things sometimes. As you can see, it's not done. This is going to be the main hall. Again, unfinished. The main hall here is going to branch off into the different sections. So I built this kind of old ruin type thing. I was really inspired by B00, actually. And he built something similar. I really like the style with the... What is this called? What is this block? Oh man. The diorite. Yeah, the diorite I think looks really cool. And down here, I'm probably going to have a lake. Here's another hallway. This is what it looks like when it's in the process of being built. I ran out of materials, so I stopped. But I do really like how it's turning out. I need to keep this going. Probably on live stream. By the way, if you don't follow me, check me out on Twitch. The link is in the description. You can see me build this stuff live and see where the inspiration comes from. So next up, we have this ominous looking room. And this friendly guy right here, let's zoom in on him. He's kind of a pain. He's killed me a few times. And he gives you darkness, which makes this room look super ominous. You can barely see him. If anyone has any suggestions on how to get rid of this effect, other than like having a cow planted by here, I'm all ears. Because I find this room really cool. I just can never do anything with it because he's here, and is he gonna hit me? No, we're good. Okay. And we'll just wait for this. I'm gonna time skip until this disappears. Much better. Yeah, the Warden is a really cool mob. I really like him in the game. but I do think he makes for some really bad content. So if there was a way, like in a resource pack or something, to get rid of the effects, that would be really cool. Maybe not for like overall gameplay, but I am worried that when people visit this museum, that he will be kind of annoying. Moving on, this is the next section I'm working on. If you caught my live stream last week, you'll see that I built a skeleton farm down here. I found a spawner a few months ago, and I built this like science lab around it. And I think it looks really cool. I'm really happy with it. The only issue is when I built this, I didn't realize that... Why are these all flipped? I didn't realize that I would need to stand only in this spot to get the skeletons to spawn. It's a pretty alright farm, but it is kind of out of the way and not very handy because I have to stand in this spot to get the mobs to spawn. But I really like the overall look, and I posted it on Reddit and I got a lot of feedback, and I edited some stuff here, but it's really cool. I'm really happy with this. Please let me know what you think. It's my first time building in this kind of like steampunk sciencey vibe, and I gotta say it's a lot of fun, and I might do more. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Anyway, let's time skip to the next area. All right, so we're back at the museum, a short walk. I wanted to show you this next. So I'm a really big fan of hidden rooms, and especially behind paintings. I think that's really fun. So most of my stuff is always hidden. So back here is actually where the magic happens. Here's my cat, and here's my bed. Let's sleep. So this is the room where I do a lot of my crafting and a lot of my thinking and AFKing in this base. And it is super overly decorated, and I think that's my style. I really love the attention to detail and putting stuff in everywhere I can. And even if you come down here, I have my little smelter room. These are automatic furnaces. And the reason I built this one was just to be closer to the museum, because I found the other base kind of far. And there's also a secret. If you press this button, you come down to the main base, which is where I do a lot of the work around here these days, and where I've been trying to put all my farms to make it like a centralized area. And this is all underneath the museum. So over here we have centralized storage for all the blocks that are like I'd say I have 10 stacks of or less. So, you know, hay bales, pumpkins and all that stuff. Glass, I have a lot of glass in here. Stone mats and everything, wood. It's all organized and kept in this neat area. And over here I have obviously stone cutter, smithing table and all that other stuff, and a barrel full of shulkers with other materials I didn't clean up before filming. I'm sorry. And over here beside the storage is my furnace array. So it's a really simple thing. You just throw in your items back here. They get sucked up into a minecart eventually and distributed. And if you wait here long enough, which I can do with the magic of editing, you will see that items come out of the ceiling and fall into this barrel, which is pretty cool in my opinion. I'll be honest, this smelter really sucks. I didn't follow a tutorial or anything, and it barely works. I think it's probably one of the worst ones I've ever made. And over here is the lava collection. You drop it in this chest, and it actually fuels the furnace array. Moving on, we have the main bedroom, which I think is one of my favorite builds I have ever made. Definitely the most detail and texture is the bedroom. And I can't sleep, can't use it right now. But the idea here was to have like this long hallway down to a bed, and behind it an aquarium. I really like fish. I think fish are really cool, especially in Minecraft. There's so many colors and variations. Look at them all. Anyway, so I wanted to do this kind of green theme, and I wanted it to be super somber and detailed. So this is what I came up with. Moving on to the left here is the library, and this is where I do a lot of enchanting. It's not completely done, but it is like 90% done, I would say. It does have some pretty cool redstone in that when you throw something into this hopper here, it will dispense exactly 3 lapis. So despite my current inventory, you actually never have to throw lapis in here, which I thought was pretty cool. I will say This face is one of my favorite things I have ever done, and I'm sure some people have done it before, but I just love that chinny chin chin. I gave him a little goatee. I think it's really cool. I don't really know the idea behind this. I really like nature, so I like to do natural scapes. I thought it'd be cool to kind of do a terrarium. So moving on past this main area, we have this little hole here. And if anyone has any suggestions of mobs to put in there, I would love that because I'm not too sure what to put. Here is my banner wall. So here's where I work on making cool banners. I'm really bad at making banners. If anyone has any like tutorials or anything they can link me to make better banners, I would love it because I love graphic design and everything, but I can't make a good banner for the life of me. So please help me out. Over here, Simple Bee Farm gets collected here, and we do have access to the bee farm from back here. I do this a lot where I have secret passages, even over here. Extra storage for all of my extra like blocks that don't really fit into storage. Moving on, the base is a work in progress. So over here I have about a bajillion villagers living in this hole, and the babies can't escape, but that's okay. They just die anyway. My base has a tendency to kill. Over here we have a flower farm, pretty basic. Stand on the pressure plate, dispensers dispense bone meal and make flowers for me. Over here we have a really simple yet kind of broken farm for seaweed, kelp, I guess. What's this called? Kelp, yes. And yeah, it's pretty good. I just think I use so little of it that this farm actually is enough for me, which is sad compared to when you see some YouTubers build like those crazy huge farms. And here we have a magic sheep that changes colors. Moving on to a more work in progress section of the base, we have this room here. It's like a jungle bridge leading over a chasm of doom. And I did have frogs down here. The frogs keep dying. I don't know how, I don't know why. They just keep dying. So I kind of gave up on putting frogs down here. And then over the bridge, we have another work in progress, which is my villager trading area with these super cool stairs so that the villagers can't escape. Down here's an emerald and a villager face, and each villager has their room. So my idea was to kind of have them running around. And this is where the librarians hang out for all my book trading needs. You can see I've been doing some trading before this video. They all hang out here. And then on the right, we have the smithing place. So hopefully I get a toolsmith and everything living here. As of yet, no one lives in here. I've been kind of lazy, and I built it, and all the villagers are still locked up. You will see over here is the farming area that I'm redoing. If anyone has any suggestions, please let me know. I am like willing to give credit. So if you give me an idea that I use, I will put a sign commemorating you into my base. And I will say your name. Because I love that kind of stuff. I would love for this place to become a sort of, you know, like a community project. I'm kind of at a loss here. I have deleted a lot of what I made. But yeah, a lot of the villagers fall down here and live down here now. So that's cool, I guess. Anyway, moving on. Let's time skip to the next area. Okay, moving on. That was really cool, but that area is not really done. So there's not much to say. Those of you who were paying attention probably noticed a wheat farm down there. And there are villagers that are supposed to be farming that, and I'm using the bees to make the crops grow faster, but I haven't figured it out completely yet. We can actually go check that out now. If you go through the portal, this is a stairway down. And yeah, like it's making bread. And I don't know why. I tried giving them a bunch of seeds so this wouldn't happen, but it's still happening. And it is not as efficient as I would have hoped. So once I settle on a design that I really like for this, I might post a tutorial on how I made this. But for now, it is a work in progress. This guy sucks. Okay, so we're back upstairs now. Let's keep going. This room is kind of like a junction. So it's the entrance to the base. It's a bit unglamorous, but it is the entrance. If we go down here, I have posted about this before and I have shown it in some videos. And I've gotten a lot of positive feedback, so I really wanted to share it in this video. It is an auto-sorting room for all of the mass storage. So things like stone, where I don't necessarily want to throw it out, but I don't necessarily want it clogging up my current storage system. I throw down here. And you can see here, it's sorted by a multitude of blocks, and most of these have a few chests full at this point. It is a work in progress. I am always kind of adding stuff. There is room for more, as you can see in some of these slots. Like dirt, I'm almost full, so I might need to add more. But it's a pretty cool room. I took a long time to build this, and I wish I did a time lapse because I think that would have been a really cool video on its own. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. It can hold about, each cell holds about 70,000 items. And if you can imagine, this stone one is full, cobble's full, especially with the scale of the museum. It fills up quick. Over here is an yet unfinished section of the base. And there's another bridge here, a common theme, going to a farm for cocoa beans and for cactus. And I don't know why I made a cactus farm, truthfully, because it's full. I've never used a single piece of it. Maybe a little bit for green dye, but that's it. I definitely didn't need a farm this big. And yeah, this cocoa bean farm is actually automatic as well. You press the button and it auto harvests. You do have to replant, which is sort of annoying, but I mean, it is what it is. That's just a mechanic of the game. I don't think there is a way to automatically plant cocoa bean, and even if there was, I think I can count on one hand the amount of times that I've used cocoa beans, so it's not a big deal to do this once in a while. Over here is a really super unpolished, unfinished version of the base. I just wanted to show it to you guys because it is kind of important. It is a spider farm. I didn't make it as nice as the skeleton farm because I don't spend a lot of time here. I'm having trouble getting down. I just AFK here often to get straight to make scaffolding, because I use a lot of scaffolding, especially in the museum. That place is huge. Super useful for that. All right, I think that's it for this video. I've covered pretty much my entire base so far. Obviously, there are a few other farms and stuff laying around the world, but they're not as cool or time-worthy. I'd like to thank you for watching, and please let me know what you think. This is a multiplayer server. We are accepting applications for people to join our whitelist. So if you're interested in that, just let me know. Send me a message on YouTube or something. I'll get back to you. Have a great day.